Tonight, a News 8 investigators exclusive. Security at Connecticut ports. What kinds of cargo are actually making it through?
Well, we wanted to know if there's actually enough safety measures in place there. So we teamed up with the New Haven Register to take you behind the scenes and then federal investigators along with us. Our chief investigator, David Iverson, spent months digging into port security. He joins us live tonight from Long Island Sound. And David, what'd you find out?
And the state's idea is to bring more business to this port and others around the state. But with more traffic comes more security concerns. Tonight, one expert is sounding the alarm. It happens a few times every week. A ship cuts through the Long Island Sound and docks at the Port of New Haven. When it does, it's met by federal inspectors. Cargo on some ships gets extra attention from members of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Agents find everything from drugs to knockoff designer clothes to fake Disney backpacks to dangerous fake laundry detergent. Even though this says Tide, a chemical test found it full of formaldehyde. Illegal cargo is hidden among the legitimate. News 8 and our partners at the New Haven Register were given access to the secret federal warehouse. This warehouse keeps illegal items seized from up and down the East Coast.
We're very interested and curious bunch of people, CBP officers. We try to see what doesn't look right.
Even though there are bigger and busier ports around, Connecticut gets its fair share of traffic from the multi-billion-dollar-a-year knockoff industry. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers say the criminals dock shop, looking for ports where they can sneak illegal cargo into the U.S. Officers admit it's hard to catch everything.
They get crafty, and it's a cat and mouse game. We get a lot of it, and we continue to strive to get all of it.
The cargo isn't the only cause for concern. A controversy is brewing over shore leave and who gets in and out of these ports.
It seems like securing our ports has become secondary.
Ralph Gagliatino runs Port Security, Inc. His company works for the Port of New Haven, screening anyone who enters these gates.
Make sure that the people we're bringing through aren't doing anything that's ill-intended, whether it's surveillance or planting bombs or anything of that sort.
The crews on these ships spend months at sea. When they come to Connecticut shores, they are allowed to take shore leave. That means being escorted through a secure port. But a plan to simplify the process of getting that crew back and forth is causing controversy. New rules would expand the list of those who could come through these gates to get to ships. The proposal includes individuals authorized by other arrangements. Those 5 words are broad enough to include about anyone, says Gagliatino.
Who's vetting the people that are foreigners here that are going to visit them? There's no provisions for customs to vet the people that are going to come through these terminals.
And he is not alone in his concerns. The Coast Guard has comments from 154 groups or individuals about those proposed changes.
Such an increase in these authorized individuals within restricted areas will cause increased safety and security risks.
Smuggled contraband, disease, even terrorism. Security experts worry loosened rules could bring more of them to Connecticut ports. While some see it as a security issue, those pushing for the changes call it a human rights issue.
A lot of foreign seafarers are refusing to take ships that come to the United States because of the way they're harassed and treated as if they're criminals and terrorists rather than professional mariners.
Those frustrated ship employees are a small price to pay, says Gagliatino. Right now, his company just doesn't have the manpower to get this many people through a secure port.
They just can't shuffle a million, hordes of people back and forth. They could just shuffle the essential ones.
This debate really comes down to money. Every time a crew is ushered inside or out of that port, it costs money, and that is what's being so hotly debated here in Connecticut and in Washington, D.C. For the News 8 investigators, David Iverson reporting.